Hello and welcome to my kitchen. For today's video, I'm making 7 low-calorie breakfast recipes that have kind of aided me during my weight loss journey. This is what I looked like 6 months ago, and this is what I look like now. I've lost nearly 30 pounds, and all of these breakfasts were my go-to during the time. So of course, I want to share them with you guys. Anyone that's on their weight loss journey is in a calorie deficit. These breakfasts are for you and they are amazing. I always feel like breakfast is the most important part of your day because if you have a good breakfast, you'll have a good day, you'll have a good life. So yeah, we're making a full week's worth of breakfast. There's not much to say other than the fact that these are all low calorie, high protein. This protein is so important when you're on your weight loss journey. When you're losing weight, you're at, the stake of also losing muscle mass along the way. And muscle mass is really important for your body overall. So if you are looking to lose weight, make sure you're eating a lot of protein. And these are all affordable. We want to be eating good at an affordable rate. But yeah, that's that. I want to eat. Let's make some food. For meal 1, we are making the classic English muffin. Here are the ones that I use. They're the Trader Joe's classic English muffin. 130 calories, 1 gram of fat. Total carbs is 24 grams. Total sugars is 2. Protein, 5 grams. If you are on your weight loss journey, I feel like a lot of people shy away from carbs and they think carbs make them fat. Carbs do not make you fat. If you are on a low carb diet, sure, go for it. But I am not. All of my recipes have carbs because being on such a low calorie regime, I don't know if that's a word, carbs equal energy and energy is what I need or I will die. So yeah, anyways, English muffin. Next up, you will need some form of spread. These, I am a Laughing Cow connoisseur. I love these. What is great is a whole slice of this is only 25 calories with 2 grams of protein. So we're already sitting at 7 grams of protein just in like the base layer. So I haven't had this one all that often, aged with white cheddar, so we're gonna do this. And then the final ingredients are cherry tomatoes and some turkey bacon, and then I'm also gonna use some of that fresh basil to top it off. Let's just ignore how poorly I cut this. The amount of cherry tomatoes you use kind of does come down to personal preference. I mean, they are so low calorie, so it really doesn't matter. You can go crazy with these if you like them, and if you don't like cherry tomatoes, well then don't add them. Other good vegetable options to add to your English muffin is cucumbers. I really like that. Roasted peppers would be really good. Regarding the spreads, if you're not a fan of the Laughing Cow cheese, another good recommendation is avocado. 10 out of 10. Also, regarding our turkey bacon, I'm just gonna throw 2 slices into the air fryer for 5 minutes. If you don't have an air fryer, you can probably cook this in the microwave or on a stove, but I would definitely recommend searching up how to cook it. But personally, I like the way my air fryer cooks my turkey bacon, and it's just super efficient. So let's get that going. Okay, while my turkey bacon was cooking, I decided that I did want some berries on the side as well. Berries of any form are insanely good for you because they are packed with fiber, packed with vitamins that are all super important for the body. I'm just gonna cut up 2 strawberries and a handful of blueberries. Blueberries are insanely low calorie. So if you're ever hungry and you need something to snack on, I promise you blueberries are your answer. And here is the final product. Before I eat, let's quickly talk macros. This meal has 19 grams of protein, 43 grams of carbs, and then for fat, it also has 7.5 grams. Meal 1 is complete. We are now on to meal 2. For meal number 2, we are making baked banana bread. Personally, this is my favorite meal. I eat this all the time. Delicious, 10 out of 10. Could not recommend it enough. And when you try it, you will understand where I'm coming from. Let's quickly talk ingredients. You are gonna need 1 banana, 40 grams of oat flour, aka blended oats, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 4 ounces of a milk of your choice. I'm gonna be using my Pride and Possession, aka almond milk. I said pride, I meant prize and possession. Almond milk. Chocolate chips, these are technically optional, but I think they are superb. And for the amount of chocolate chips we are using, it is only 20 calories, so it really doesn't make that much of a difference. I am just using the Great Value mini sweet chocolate chips. This is another optional thing, but if you'd like to add more protein to this meal, feel free to throw in some protein powder. I've made the meal with and without protein powder. It is good no matter what. I'm just using the vegan Birdman organic plant-based protein. And then this is up to you, but it does require 1 tablespoon of maple syrup. But instead of maple syrup, because I'm pretty sure 1 tablespoon is like 50 calories, I just use this sugar-free syrup from Walmart. It is like 8 calories. The recipe also requires cinnamon and vanilla. Let's get started. First things first, we need to set our oven to 350. Then we need to get 40 grams of oats blended up. Get this mushed up. Let's throw it in. This is what it currently looks like so far. A teaspoon of baking powder, some vanilla. We're gonna add some cinnamon. I don't really measure out my cinnamon. I kind of just like do however much I like. I like a lot of cinnamon, so. And then we need a tablespoon of maple syrup. And then let's quickly add in our protein powder. I always like to make things like protein powder optional because I know a lot of people don't like adding powders and they like getting their protein from Whole Foods, which I do 100% recommend. But I really don't think it's that big of a deal if you do occasionally consume protein powder. And I mean, even if you're someone that consumes protein powder every single day, you're also not doing anything wrong. You're still getting your protein in. And for some people, they may just not have the money or the time to make protein-filled foods, so they opt for protein powder, and that is completely okay. So I'm just adding 15 grams of protein powder. Initially, I was gonna add 20, but I'm actually out of protein powder. And just another update, this is what it looks like. This part is gonna take a while, but I need to get all of the protein powder blended in with everything else. And then usually I like to give it a little try just to see if there's anything else I would like to add. So I'm gonna do some more cinnamon and then maybe just a little bit more vanilla. That is perfect. I don't have anything else other than this, so we're literally throwing it in here. Y'all, you cannot tell me you would not devour this. This looks so good. Guys, look how freaking good that looks. I am so excited to eat this. I love this meal so much. So let's quickly talk macros. As protein powder differentiates for everyone and it is optional, I'm gonna be sharing the calories, the carbs, the fats, the protein, everything without protein powder. So for this beautiful baked banana bread, we are looking at 300 calories. 300 calories. For protein, we're looking at 7 grams. Obviously isn't that high, which is why I personally like to add in some protein powder. But even though it's not high, I feel like the amount of calories in this could easily be suitable as someone's snack. I think this definitely is great if you wanted to add protein powder, if you hit your protein goal and you're just looking for a quick treat, or you just want to eat, you're gonna enjoy it no matter what. For carbs, we're looking at 64. I know, a lot. But if you look at the bigger picture, banana is full of potassium. Oats, they're probably good for you. I don't know. If you actually want something that you are gonna thoroughly enjoy. And like I said earlier, carbs is your energy source, so it's definitely gonna give you energy throughout the day. This is the way to go. And then for fats, we're only looking at 5.8. And this meal has 7.5 grams of fiber, which is good for your gut health. Most Americans don't consume enough fiber every single day, but by eating this meal, you will be on your way there. Anyways, go make yourself some baked banana oats. For breakfast number 3, we're doing acai bowls. Meal number 3. So I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. This one is by far the most expensive breakfast on the list because you have to pay for the frozen fruit. The acai packet things, the granola, everything adds up. But hear me out. If you went to your local smoothie place, your local acai, wherever you go and get your bowl, you're easily spending literally anywhere between $12 to $20, and I feel like if you want a moderate size, you're easily spending $15. So, in saying that, everything you buy is gonna be a little costly, but you're gonna get so many uses out of your ingredients that I feel like it's worth it. For the base, it is kind of up to you what you want to do for fruit, but make sure it is frozen. So you can do bananas, you can do strawberries. Personally, I'm doing the berry medley. This one is my favorite. And then these are the little acai packs that I use for my bowls. I get it from Walmart. It is $5 for 4 of them, so a little pricey, but like not really. And then also you just want to mix that up with some milk. So this is kind of up to you. Personally, I like to use almond milk. If you use regular milk, you will be getting more protein, but you also have to consider that it is higher in calories. So kind of up to you what you want to do. And then you just need some topping. Let's get this quickly made up for the ultimate low-calorie acai bowl. We're just gonna put this in here so we can have like a little defrosting moment. We're gonna do 1 serving with berry medley. Now, when it comes to toppings, this is completely up to you, as it will change the calories, the carbs, the vitamins that you're getting in your acai bowl. Personally, when I like to make these, I like to add banana, strawberry, blueberry, and sometimes a little bit of granola. Okay, everything is low-key sinking because I did so much milk, but I promise you, these are delicious. And also, if you wanted to, you could add things like peanut butter, almond butter, any kind of nut butter on top. Delicious. Also, coconut. Chef's kiss, I love coconut. But this is breakfast number 3. And then for a little honorable mention, kind of like the acai bowl, but different. This isn't one of the breakfasts that I'm showing, but this is something I really enjoy. I used to eat this a lot for breakfast. Lately, I've just been eating it as a snack. It is a little yogurt parfait. So in here, I just have an oats yogurt. This flavor is peach. And then I have some blueberries, granola, and strawberries. So this entire bowl, which is actually kind of small, but this bowl has 17.5 grams of protein. We have 90 calories and 15 grams of protein from the oats. The blueberries are super low calorie, full of fiber, which is very filling. This serving is about 40 to 50 calories with 2.5 grams of protein. Oh my God, I just dropped a blueberry on my shoe. And then I cut up 1 strawberry. So very delicious. We're only looking at about 150 calories here. You could make this bigger if you wanted it for breakfast. You can have it as a snack. I think it's insanely yummy. A great protein source, great fiber source, so many nutrients. And yeah, definitely I would recommend this. Breakfast number 4, we're making overnight oats. I'm so sorry for this atrocious lighting. It is currently 12:29 in the morning and we are making some overnight oats. Basically, if you don't know what overnight oats are, they're oats that you prepare and then you leave them in the fridge overnight and you wake up and they're extremely yummy. These ones are blueberry overnight oats. I always liked blueberries, but once I started my weight loss journey, I feel like I just love blueberries so much. I eat them like every single day. So this is by far my favorite overnight oats recipe. Let's talk ingredients. Of course, some blueberries. These can be fresh or frozen. It doesn't matter. We are gonna need half a cup of oats and then a full cup of unsweetened almond milk. And then also, if you want your oats to be more fibrous, feel free to add flax or chia seeds. I have neither, but just feel free to add a tablespoon or a tablespoon of both. However you want to do it, those are great for fiber and they're very yummy. And then also we will need cinnamon, vanilla extract, and some stevia. The stevia is actually optional. All those things are optional, like the cinnamon, the vanilla, and the stevia, but personally I'm going to be adding all of them. Grab yourself a pot, a saucepan, whatever this is called, and you want to fill it up about 1/4 of a cup with water. We are going to be putting this on heat and basically like melting our blueberries. You'll see. And we're gonna be putting this on medium heat and adding our blueberries in here, and we're basically gonna be cooking them until they have popped and released all of their juices. And for reference, I usually do 50 grams of blueberries, which if anyone's interested, that equates to about 28 calories. And while our blueberries are sizzling away, let's get the rest of the overnight oats prepared. And I'm just gonna do 2 teaspoons of my sweetener. So obviously I had my thing a little too high, but I'm just gonna go ahead and add these blueberries in there. Of course it's not a sauce, but it'll still be yummy. And I swear I forget every single time I make this, but it's okay. And best believe I'll be eating these tomorrow morning.
The next day.
I love overnight oats. Now that it's morning time, let's quickly go over the macros. We are looking at 208 calories. Then for protein, we are looking at 6.3, so there definitely is a little bit, but just by adding some Greek yogurt, protein powder, this can so easily end up being 30 to 40 grams of protein. And then it has 40 grams of carbs, 5 grams of fiber, and 6 grams of fat. Really yummy, really low cal, and insanely easy to mix and match. Moving on to breakfast number 5, we are making low-calorie French toast. French toast is so elite, and I just love how easily low-calorie this is, to the point that you could literally eat it every single day if you wanted to. Let's talk ingredients. For starters, we're gonna need some form of low-calorie bread. Personally, I use this 40-calorie bread from Aldi. Next, we're gonna need some almond milk. For every slice of bread that you have, you're gonna want 20 milliliters of almond milk. Personally, I'm having 4 slices, meaning I'm gonna want 80 milliliters of almond milk, and then also we're gonna need egg whites, which is also the same ratio. For every bread, you're gonna want 20 grams of egg whites, so I'm gonna be using 80. And then we are also going to need cinnamon, and I might add a little bit of vanilla just for a little extra taste. And then let's talk toppings. This is completely up to you. Personally, I like adding blueberries. You can add any fruit, any syrups, any nut butters, whatever you're interested in. Okay, let's get cooking. Here is what we are working with. It is officially time for toppings, aka my favorite part. A nice little handful of blueberries, powdered sugar for some aesthetics. And there we have it. And the macros I'm about to share, it says full serving, just minus the powdered sugar. I added the smallest amount. It's probably gonna come out to like not even 20 calories, so I'm just not gonna add it in this case. But for these 4 slices of French toast, we are looking at 245 calories, which is insane. For protein, there is 11.6 grams, so definitely a little higher, but obviously it's nothing special. To increase your protein in here, you could potentially add protein powder into the mixture that you're dipping in, or you could even top it off with some Greek yogurt. For carbs, there is 51 grams. Obviously, we're eating 4 slices of bread, which is full of carbs, and then also, of course, our carbs and blueberries. For fiber, we are looking at 12.6, and for fat, we are not even looking at 2 grams, which is perfect. Okay, anyways, enough yapping. I'm gonna go eat, and I know y'all should go and make yourself some low-calorie French toast as well. You deserve it. This looks so insanely good. It is time for breakfast number 6. We're making a feta egg. Look at that. So, for anyone who is wondering, Liyah, where are the eggs? I just want eggs. I don't want all this fancy shit. I just want to cook up some eggs. I hate to break it to y'all, but I don't eat eggs. Like a personal issue, I like break out in hives, can't breathe. When I cook eggs by themselves, like I can bake them into things, I'm fine. My neck gets a little red, but it's like not the end of the world. But when I eat eggs by themselves, I have this full like reaction. But I'm bringing you guys an egg recipe just because I feel like, you know, you might wake up one day and you want eggs, but you're like, what do I do? What do I make? I got you with an egg recipe. Obviously, I'm not gonna eat this, but if I did eat eggs, this is what I would make. For this recipe, we're doing the viral egg feta crumble spiel. If you don't know what I'm talking about, let me just get the ingredients and then I will show you guys how to make it. We are gonna need 1 egg, 20 grams of crumbled feta, 1 tortilla, an avocado. You're just gonna be using 25 grams from this, and then some chili oil as well as some lemon juice. And let's get cooking. Okay, so this recipe is insanely easy. We're just gonna get our pan, put it on the stove, heat it up, and for your base, you can use olive oil or you can just use a little cooking spray. I'm gonna use this, 0 calories. And then let's measure out our feta. 20 grams of feta. We are just gonna throw that in, and we kind of wanna aim to get the outside of the pan. This is what we're currently working with, and then we're gonna go ahead and put the egg right in the middle. We are just gonna cover it with a lid. In the meantime, let's get our tortilla ready. Heat this up on the stove, and then we can measure out the avocado. Lemon juice to add the egg, which is slightly overcooked. But hopefully if y'all regularly cook eggs, you won't make the same mistake. And then I didn't mention this earlier, but I am gonna go ahead and add some red chili flakes and half a tablespoon of chili oil. And there we have it. Hi, this is me from the future, and I just realized I didn't go over the macros for this past recipe, so let's quickly talk about them. For calories, we were sitting at 281 with 11 grams of protein and 12 grams of carbs, and then it also has 21 grams of fat, so it definitely is a lot higher in fat. You have to consider that avocado is high in fat, and so is eggs, so you most definitely are getting a mix of healthy fats with healthy carbs, protein, everything that you're looking for. Anyways, those were the macros. Let's move on to meal number 7. Meal 7, we are making low-calorie waffles. So this one is gonna be your easiest one because we are just using a mix. I wanted to include one that wasn't necessarily from scratch just because not everyone has the time to be making recipes from scratch. And I know for me, when I see someone using a mix, I take a mental note like, oh, okay, that one must be good. Because I'll go to the store, I'll see, for example, like the Kodiak oatmeal. I looked at it and I'm like, $7? That is ridiculous. Over the next few months, I saw people trying it and I'm like, okay, okay. If everyone's trying it, everyone's saying it's good, it's most likely worth the money. Today, I'm using the Aldi Millville brand protein pancake and waffle mix. So I personally prefer this one a lot more than the Kodiak. I've heard a lot of people say the same thing. And today we're making a waffle. Ingredients, all you're gonna need is this mix, water, and then also you're gonna need a waffle maker. But if you don't have a waffle maker, feel free to just make pancakes. And I like that on the side they do add some stuff. So if you just want the regular 14 grams of protein, feel free to just mix it with water. But if you were looking for 16 grams of protein, you can mix it with milk. And if you're looking for 19 grams of protein, you can mix it with milk and an egg. In this bowl, we're gonna go ahead and add 61 grams of the mix alongside a third of a cup of water. We have our waffle machine, spray, and then let's pour in the mix. 3 minutes later, and our waffle is done. Definitely a little botched, but I know this is gonna be so yummy. Let's put on some toppings. So that was the last recipe for my 7 healthy, low-calorie, weight loss friendly breakfast ideas. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Feel free to comment down below if you guys are looking for lunch, dinner, dessert, snack ideas. I got you guys. I'd be more than happy to create videos related to the meals in those categories. Anyways, I appreciate you guys watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!